Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Knack. We have got live tournament action coming back at you right now. We are in Game 3 between Optikkob and LIR. Apparently, we just found out that these guys are good friends, have played together many times before, so that is very interesting. They are, however, in the finals of today's Let It Ride tournament. Super excited right now. Optikkob up 2-0, and I do have Shakoy on the line right now. Shakoy, what do you think about this matchup thus far?
I'm so impressed with Optik. It's unbelievable.
He has got some mad skills. I mean, my goodness, his APM is ridiculous. Peaking at 450, I mean, that is sickening.
I'm just watching his player cam for a second. He is just all over the place.
Is that right? And we're in the first two. We're at 1 minute and 15 seconds.
You know, what is there to look at? What am I missing as a spectator? You know, there are things going on in the grass or something I can't see, but there's just a lot of activity.
Well, I mean, he knows what he's doing, and I guess playing that way, he will not miss anything that his opponent throws at him. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of.
If I was him, I would just go all Zergs right now, Zerglings, and go for the win.
Yeah. Well, he is up 2 games. This could be the end of the match right here in Game 3 if Optik does take this game. So I mean, it's not a bad choice. He could really. Oh, look at this! Both of them taking expansions at the exact same time. That's kind of interesting. But yeah, I agree with you, man. He's got room to wiggle right now. I mean, he can take risks, and so. I mean, I would expect safe play from LIR, but from Optik, I would be pleased right now with some fireworks, a little bit of cheese, maybe something like that. That could be interesting.
The only thing I could think is maybe he doesn't want to give his opponent any reason to think he could win. You know, obviously, if he did win this, LIR would have the momentum. Maybe he would have the self-esteem to say, you know what, I can beat this guy.
Right.
Look at MicroStar. Yeah, all it took was 1 win, and in our last tournament, he dominated.
That's true. Yeah, real interesting. For you guys out there on YouTube watching this, go check the finals of the Alt June tournament. Unbelievable. Best of 7. Went 3 games to his opponent in a row, and then he went on a 4-game rush for the win. Wow, was that ever fantastic.
Definitely.
So definitely go check that out. But I mean, we could see potentially the same thing here if LIR picks his game up. So that could be fun to see.
I agree.
We do have speed on the way for the Zerglings right now for LIR, and Baneling Nest for LIR.
Ooh.
Just slightly ahead of his opponent. Spinecrawler going down for Optik.
Although it looks like Optik is not slipping in the drone production category.
No, he is not. He is at 20. Oh, now 19. To his opponent's 17. Partially because he's built less buildings, but he does have a Baneling Nest of his own on the way, so we are probably going to be seeing some more Baneling trades here in just a little while.
Which is always interesting. It's kind of just... It really comes down to who micro is better. It's one of the few opportunities you'll see a Zerg really have to be a micro player is in these Zerg versus Zerg Baneling matchups.
Yeah, I agree. Can be tons and tons of fun to see. I love it when they get great splits on their army, splitting them in like 5 or 6 directions to make their opponent waste all of their Banelings. That can just be so much fun to watch.
Definitely agree with you there.
Look at this, another Spinecrawler for Optik. He is definitely setting himself up defensively here.
Which is fine. I mean, I think he feels secure in his gameplay to just keep exchanging with LIR at this point.
Yeah. I think, well, he did scout all the Zerglings that his opponent had in his base, so I think he is expecting this attack that's headed out across the map. But it looks as though he is going to be prepared for it pretty well. Ooh, getting the snipe on the Banelings before they can do any damage.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's wow. That was a big mistake.
Yep. And look at that. Air in a little bit of trouble here. Those units almost completely wasted.
I
Over
don't. Yeah, I don't
there.
know if I would have gone to the side in his base to build Balins. I would have backed him out.
Yeah, I mean, you've got to expect from this level of player in Optic that he would scout over there if he saw units running over there. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, yeah, I would say probably a little bit of mismanagement there by Air. I mean, he's definitely not out of this matchup yet. I mean, he's not too far behind in the resources lost. So,
The only thing I would worry about, he was the aggressor, so he did his little push and didn't work, but he didn't spend too much to really do that. However, now at some point he's going to have to defend Optic doing a counter push, and that's what I'm going to be interested to see if he could stop. Because he's got no defense. He's got Zerglings, and that's it at his natural. Versus what? We've got 20 Zerglings and 9 Banelings for Optic.
yep. Look at Optic cruising around the map looking for any Zerglings or Banelings hidden around before he is looking like he's going to be gearing up for an attack here. Wants to make sure that he does not get caught out of position. Both of these guys working on these destructible rocks.
Roach Warren goes down for air.
He's got 2 roaches out already, so 3.
This is smart. You know, he could make a. I would make a little more Zerg or a little more Banelings, but Queen's out of position.
Yep. Looks like he is gonna try and get the snipe on that queen. Not gonna happen. Ooh, he did waste. Was that 1 or 2 Banelings? I couldn't tell.
He's just playing really bad in his army management. I mean, he let a Baneling walk right past the queen, and then decides, oh wait, I need to go back.
Right.
And nothing happens. He gets sniped by a spine crawler.
Yep. Not very much fun. He is going to be finishing these destructible rocks. Both of them actually going to be breaking those down at about the same time, gearing up for their third expansion. Or, I mean, second expansion, third base. Haha.
Looks like Optic is going double evolution chamber as opposed to Air's single.
Yep.
And he's already started on his upgrades, so he's going to be ahead in the upgrade department.
Yep.
And again, I mean, look at
Baneling speed, too, for... Look at this. Optic just now starting Baneling speed.
I also think it's important to note that this entire match, that Optic has not stopped producing drones.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you're correct. He is
The lead
always on top of that.
continues to get a bigger and bigger advantage over his opponent.
Yep. Pretty amazing stuff. Yeah, these players are both good. They're both getting their hatcheries at about the same time. Putting them both on 3 base. Looks like they're both kind of kicking back here for just a minute.
Not a bad matchup, though. It's a good transition for Air from that initial aggression. He's got just as much match control as Optic does. And he's got a good wall defense.
Yeah, he does.
Ooh.
Good snipe there by Air.
Now, what exactly does that do when they do that to your buildings like that?
It stops production, so he cannot... That queen, if you notice, if you click on it, the queen is not training right now. And so it stops the production of the queen. I mean, usually you don't see it used on a hatchery. Usually you see it used on, like, the evolution chamber to slow down their upgrades, which can be super frustrating, especially when upgrades take so stinking long as a Zerg player. You know what I mean? Which is why
Thank
they
goodness
almost...
to be Protoss.
Yeah. Chrono Boost! I love chrono boosting out upgrades. But, yeah, I mean, an Air was already behind, too, in the upgrades, so just now getting his second Evo chamber.
Someone in the chat's asking to have the production tab up.
There you go, sir. Look at this, moving out to this forward position here with the spine crawlers. Going to be going for the gold here, Optic.
Yep, looks like Optic is just really focusing getting those upgrades up.
Yeah.
Upgrades and droning like a madman.
Yeah, he's going to have a very scary army here pretty soon. Attack level 2 on the way. Carapace level 2. They're both about halfway done now.
Air's gonna get a scout on that main.
Oh, Air saying scary.
But I mean, so far, I mean, neither player has really done anything I would consider as a mistake. I mean, they're both playing very safe. Optic looks like he's going to get his gold, so he can just, you know, continue to get a boost in his economy.
Yeah. Ooh, and that's
very interesting.
That's supply block to Air.
Well, not for long.
Not for long. I mean, Air is not in the worst shape right now, but he's definitely behind. But he is going for the Mutalisks, and that could be pretty effective, man.
I don't know. Now that Infestors are being built.
Ooh, yeah, he's got 4 of them, and we have seen Optics Infestor play. It is ridiculous good. His micro is just, it's absolutely insane. I mean, this guy is phenomenal.
It looks like some Hydralisks are being built, a second hatchery, so he can start mass producing an army.
Yep, looks like he might be committing to 3-base play here, want to take it down here in what looks like probably the next 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh, wow. I hope he's not pushing out right now.
Looks like he is,
probably
man.
He's just going to probably snipe his overlords. Why not?
Not a bad idea, but these roaches are getting out of position a little bit. There they go. Whew. Yikes.
This will severely supply cap his opponent for a little bit.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, anything you can do against Optic, my goodness, it's got to be worth something.
What a nice setup. I mean, he's got all these spine crawlers, he's got these infestors on full energy. I mean, you definitely do not want to go through that.
Yeah. Uh-oh. We're about to see some fungal growths. There they go.
And the Balins.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, whoa. Air's army getting completely obliterated there.
Fungal growth on the Zerglings. The Queen should have enough to clean that up. Beautiful.
Oh, wow.
I would definitely be sweating it if I was Air right now.
Yeah, he's in quite a bit of trouble. He is definitely going to need to macro this army back up immediately and hope that Optic does not push out right now, because if he does, that could spell GG very quickly for him, I think.
No question. And I'm surprised that, well, I'm not surprised because he attacked, but, I mean, he's really got nothing at his base for Air.
Yeah, look at this.
He's going to be so vulnerable when he knocks those rocks down.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, look at this. Air does have 2 banelings here ready and waiting for him. That's cool. That's actually a really good idea. I'd like to see some baneling drops. Here comes that attack, though. Ooh, Optic losing quite a few of those Zerglings.
Wow.
Not
Do
bad
you
play.
see those Ultralists?
Oh my goodness, how many is that? Oh wow, 7
7.
Ultras. Well, I'd say probably we're going to have to call GG here in just a moment, because I do not suspect that Air is going to be able to hold this off. That is far too many Ultras. Look at all those fungal growths.
Energy on those infestors.
Yuck. Wow, he did take out one of those Ultras. That's actually kind of a surprise. Oh my goodness. You've got to hate seeing Ultras in your base going to town on your mineral line. That has got to be a bad feeling.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, and the fungal growth going down on the drones on the ramp. That was awesome. As the drones are transferring away.
Ultralists have such small heads, man.
Yeah.
Such a weird creature.
Let's zoom in on those old buggers.
It's like a rhino with massive arms for claws.
Yep.
Those Mutalisks are trying so hard to take some stuff down.
Yeah. They do almost no damage to those Ultralisks. Wow. There's the GG. Optic going 3-0 in this tournament. Wow. I mean, that guy was he was almost untouchable the entire tournament. I don't think he lost a game, did he?
Nope.
We'll have to ask him. That's amazing stuff. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank you guys for watching. Please come back and check out the rest of our tournaments. We will be having altstarcraft.com coming up very shortly. Thank you guys. Go check that stuff out. We'll see you guys soon.